Okay, in this video we'll only be looking at the three most basic laws of logarithms. So logarithms are in essence there to turn complicated things like multiplication into addition and exponentiation into multiplication. So it takes it one level down. So let's look at the basic laws. Rule number one says we have log of a times b, that's equal to log of a plus the log of b. Right, so we see a multiplication idea turning into addition idea. Right, cool. Now rule number two, we've got log of a divided by b, and that turns into log of a minus log of b. So again we see division turning into subtraction. And then thirdly, here we have log of a to the power of b, that's now equal to b times log a. So you see exponentiation turning into multiplication. So those are the three basic laws. And what we'll do from here, we'll do like, let's do like one example of each that's a little bit more complicated than just the basic things. So we'll be doing expanding and contracting or condensing exponents and logarithms. Right, so let's see here. If we have question 1, let's make that something like log of, let's call it 3x over what do we call this, x plus 2. Okay, so now we have to write this as a separate logs, so expanding this. So what we'll do there is we'll say log, and now we see the first big thing is we've got something divided by something else. So we'll have the top thing 3x minus the bottom thing x plus 2. Right, let's put this in brackets also just so we can see this is the top part and this is the bottom part. Okay, and now here we see we've got something multiplied. So multiplication, we see here, that's rule 1, that turns into addition. So we have log of 3 plus log of x minus log of x plus 2. So we see there's no rule for when there's additions. We've put log of something plus something, it can't go simpler than addition, so that's where it stays. And that is our final answer. Good. Now, let's do another one. Scroll down a little bit and see if we can find another question that'll be useful. Okay, let's say we have here question 2. So question 2, let's make that log of, and let's do something like this again. Let's say 3x squared over y, and all of this raised to the power, no, let's leave the power out for now, we'll do that later. Let's say, okay, we've already got an exponent here anyway. So again, we've got this thing divided by this thing. So we'll say log of the top, which is 3x squared, minus log of the bottom, which is y. Then we can say, okay, here we've got things multiplied together. So we've got log of 3 plus log of x squared, and then minus log y. Alright, so now here we've got an exponentiation one, so that's rule number 3 here. So there we have log of 3 plus, and now the exponent can move to the front like we see in rule 3, right? The b moved to the front there, now the 2 can move to the front. So here we have 2 log x, and then minus log y. And now we see that's done. Nothing multiplied here, nothing multiplied or divided here, nothing multiplied or divided there. Final answer. Okay, great. Now let's do one more where we work in reverse. Okay, so let's say question 3, we're gonna work this one in reverse, and we're gonna say this is log of, let's call it 2 plus log x minus 3 log y, and that's fine for now. Okay, so now we see here we've got things we're adding, so that's going to be rule number one here in reverse, right? So we've got something added, logs of two different things, so we're going to make that into a log of one thing being multiplied. So here we have log, and now the two things that were added, now we multiply them, so 2x. Okay, and here we have 3 log something, so it's like the same as rule 3, right? Except we're going backwards. So if we have 3 log a, that's the same as log log y, sorry, to the power 3. Right. Okay, now we can go even a little bit further again. We can say this is equal to log, and now we've got something minus something, so that means we'll be dividing, right? Rule number 2 here, working backwards from subtracting logs to log of something divided. So we'll have log of, so the positive thing goes at the top, so that's 2x, and the negative thing, or the thing that's being minus, goes at the bottom, y cubed. Right, so we see this is how we use all these rules, right? So these 3 basic rules, and here we have question 1 expanding it, question 2 expanding something, and question 3 working backwards. Right, so there's just applying these basic rules. In the next video we'll look at some of the more complicated rules, and maybe we'll do 1 or 2 complicated ones of these ones, like that have many exponents and square roots and things like that. Alright.